This video is sponsored by Simba Tasker.
Starlink is now the fastest growing internet service provider in Zimbabwe. According to the second quarter report from Potras, Starlink grew by a whopping Now, before we talk about the growth of Starlink and how some Zimbabweans try to create a workaround for the Harare capacity issue, let's quickly look at some of the highlights from the Potras Q2 report. Now, in terms of mobile subscriptions, Telecel continues to lose customers. They lost about 17,000 customers in the second quarter of 2025, which is sad, to be honest, since they only have about 320,000 customers in the whole country. Net1 and Econet barely gained subscribers. Now, there's no growth when it comes to mobile voice traffic. More and more people are opting to use voice over IP services such as WhatsApp, and mobile network operators are not happy about this. Actually, recently, Net1 blocked WhatsApp calls on their WhatsApp bundles, which is probably one of the reasons why people were opting for their WhatsApp bundles. Now, that is gone. Now, personally, I don't think that will incentivize people to buying voice bundles. That ship has sailed. At this stage, they're basically fighting technology. The only fixed line provider, Tel1, also suffered the same fate with a 9.67% drop in terms of voice minutes. Now, mobile data traffic went up in terms of usage. Zimbabweans used a whopping 130 petabytes of data, which was a 14% increase from Q1 of 2025. Now, this was largely attributed to their Econet SmartBiz packages. With the introduction of their home suite packages, I doubt that we'll see the same results in the third quarter of 2025.
Simba Tasker. This is a platform that connects Zimbabwean businesses and sellers. You can sign up as a business or as a service seeker. What makes Simba Tasker worthwhile is that every seller and corporate can be rated by customers, ensuring that only the best companies remain on the platform. And for the customer, convenience and peace of mind. You can download Simba Tasker on Android and iOS. There's also a web version as well, link in the description if you want to check it out.
Now for the star of the show, Starlink. Subscriptions for the service grew by a whopping 30%, bringing the total number of subscriptions for the service in Zimbabwe to 40,146, up from 31,000 in the first quarter of 2025. Now, if it wasn't for the capacity issues in Harare and Bulawayo, this number would have been higher. Now, in terms of capacity, Bulawayo had opened up a few weeks back, but it quickly went back to sold out, following Econet Home Suite announcement. Although there are a few areas with capacity around the Kami area and a few high-density suburbs like Nketa and Pumula. In Harare, the situation is not changing. It looks like the sales with no capacity keep growing, but personally, I don't think capacity will be added anytime soon. To make matters worse, Starlink is not activating roaming for Zimbabwe. Now, recently, Zimbabweans had found a workaround which involved buying your Starlink kit from Argentina and using it on Roam. But funny enough, their Roam was only $43. That is still cheaper than the residential package. That door has since closed. Starlink might have been alarmed by the number of Zimbabwean credit cards attempting to buy kits. Now, I think at this rate, the best option if you want to get Starlink in Harare is using local Starlink resellers, to be honest. Because if you look at it, I know people might say that the price is a bit maybe high, but with the introduction of Econet Home Suites, I think prices are comparable if you look at it that way. Because honestly, what option do you have? There was one player which I thought had potential, but it turns out with the number of people that are signing up for their service people are saying it's no longer that great as well. So Starlink looks like it's pretty much the only option that you have in the country so far that is performing better than everything else. Now, I think what's interesting about Starlink's growth is that Starlink users use the whopping 83 petabytes of data, whilst Liquid accounted for 232 petabytes of data. Now, in the case of Liquid, it also includes data from other ISPs, including Econet SmartBiz. Now, considering that there are around 41,000 Starlink kits out there, this means that Starlink users are some of the heaviest users in the country. But then again, why not, right? This means that on average, each Starlink kit accounted for around 700 gigabytes of data. Now, in terms of quality of service, Starlink is probably the best internet that Zimbabwe has right now in terms of that price to performance ratio, right? Yeah, so those are some of the highlights from the Q2 report from Potras. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment. This will help push this video out to many other people. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.